guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm glad you're back for another recipe this week. Today we're going to be making corn in the cob. This is a very popular recipe in Mexico. It's what is called street food. It's pretty much food that you would find while you walk around the streets of Mexico. It can be anywhere from Mexico. I've also seen it be sold in carnivals, school graduations, Mother's Day, any major event that Mexico would have, Independence Day. They would 100% have this food available. So everybody in Mexico knows this recipe, corn in the cob. I'm going to be showing you the traditional way, which is with cheese, and then I'm also going to be showing you a more upgraded version with which is going to be with Cheetos and Takis. For this recipe, you're going to be needing corn. I got this corn at my local HEB, but you can also buy it from Walmart. When you buy it, it usually comes with a lot more leaves in it. You have to break it apart. Some stores sell it by the piece and some stores sell it by the pound. If your store is selling it by the pound, it's gonna cost a lot more if you keep all those leaves in there. So what I did is I peeled them off, but not all the way completely, so it will still have a little bit of coating on it and it can protect and keep my corn fresh. We're also gonna be needing 2 limes. Again, we're going to be using mayonnaise. I really recommend this type of mayonnaise just because it's the one that we use at Mexico City. So I would really recommend this brand. It's the one that we use in Mexico. Most people use this in Mexico, this brand. Make sure you get the one that has a hint of lime in it. That's going to make a big difference on it. We're also going to be needing chili powder. You can use the powder that you get for your fruit. And I'm also going to be using cayenne pepper and paprika pepper. I'm going to be using all 3 of them to sprinkle my corn with it. But you could, if you have one or the other, either one would work. We're also going to be needing some Takis. This next steps are going to be very optional. You can use Takis or Cheetos. My hot Cheetos, I got the hot Cheetos that have lime in it. You can get any type of Cheetos that you want. We're going to be needing queso fresco. Now I got the Cotija cheese that is already crumbled. It looks like powder. If you get the fresh cheese, just make sure you crumble it up to it's more like powder. We're going to be needing salt to taste, a little bit of butter. I would say about 1 teaspoon of butter, and a little bit of nor, the chicken nor. We're going to start off by peeling our corn. Make sure you get all the leaves out and all the little hairs out as well. But as you can see, it's very light. It also has some hairs in it. That's what we call it, hairs. Where I'm from, the little things that are at the top of the corn, we call them hairs. That, you can also make it into tea, and you can drink a tea off of that. I've never had it, but my mom has it very often. It cures some kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure what it cures, but my mom always has it in hand, and she makes it here and then. Once you're done peeling your corn, you're gonna rinse it out. You're gonna wash it. And on a deep pot, we're going to add a little bit of water, just enough to cover the corn. We're going to add the corn, add the nor, the chicken nor, the chicken flavor bouillon, add salt to your taste. Now make sure that you calculate. It's better if your corn is missing salt than you're powdering with salt. Remember, nor, the chicken bouillon, the bouillon has salt in it, so whenever you add your salt, make sure you're equaling it out so you won't add extra salt to it. We're also going to be adding butter, and we're going to cover this and put it on the stove on medium to low heat. After about 15 minutes, this is how it looks. Here it's when you can taste for your salt. Taste the water, make sure the water is not too salty, and if it needs a little bit more salt, you can add it. And you're gonna cover it back up and let it boil again. Here it's been about 30 to 40 minutes that it's been boiling. We're gonna grab a corn, and with a toothpick or anything that you can find that you can poke in it. If it comes out really easily, and if you can poke it really easily, that means that it's ready. If you're having a hard time poking it, then leave it in there for like another 5-10 minutes and keep checking until you're easily able to pierce the corn. For the hot Cheetos and Takis, I have a food processor that I'm gonna be processing it to make it kind of like a powder. I'm only gonna be blending it for about 5 minutes. You can also use a blender for this step. I'm gonna do the same thing with the Takis, make it into powder. And now I have my 2 combinations, which is the Takis and the hot Cheetos. I got these yellow things that will hold the corn at Walmart. You can easily just poke it on the end on one end, but if you don't have it, a fork would work as well, or you don't even have to have one and able to hold it. You can just hold it with your hand. You don't have to add this extra thing so you can hold it. It's not necessary. Or if you have a bamboo stick, one of those bamboo steers, for you to, it helps to eat it, but you don't have to have it. We're gonna start off by adding a little bit of mayonnaise. We're gonna start off by adding a little bit of mayonnaise to the corn. Make sure you cover the entire corn and be very generous with the mayonnaise. The mayonnaise is what's gonna make the corn stick to the cheese or the Takis and Cheetos. I forgot to add the lime, so I'm gonna add it now. But make sure that you add the lime first and then the mayonnaise. And then we're gonna roll it with the hot Cheetos. Make sure you cover the entire thing. For the next elote, it's gonna be the same thing. Lemon first, then mayonnaise, and then we're gonna cover it with the Takis or Cheetos. This is a very popular thing that just started happening now. But the traditional way is the following. You're gonna get your corn, cover it with lime, add your mayonnaise, and then sprinkle it with cheese. And lastly, you're gonna cover it with the chili powder. I'm gonna be using the fruit chili powder like the Tajín, and I'm also gonna be using some cayenne pepper. But whichever one you have at hand, use that one. This is the one that you would 100% sure find in Mexico streets. Like anywhere you would walk, if there's a festival, if there's some sort of event happening that day along the Mexican streets. And here you go, guys. These are the 3 different ways that you can make your corn on the cob. Mexican style, you can make them with the Cheetos and the Takis as a topping, or you can also make it the traditional Mexican way, which is with lime, mayonnaise, cheese, and then a little bit of sprinkles of your powder. You can make this for any major event that you would have, and I guarantee you this is going to be a big hit. And that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already to be part of our family. Turn on your notification bell to be notified every time that we upload a video. Share with your friends if you loved it. Comment down below what other recipe you want me to make next, and we'll see you next week with a brand new recipe. Bye now. Have a great weekend.